London, as you probably always suspected, is a strange, strange place. Well, guess what? It's just got stranger. Imagine, if you will, the typical Londoner's dream car. Maybe it's a Ferrari, maybe it's a Porsche, perhaps it's a Lamborghini. No, it's one of these. This is the new, and guess what? And we think it looks terrible.
Actually, I'm being a bit cruel here because the Think City could very well be the finest electric car we've ever driven. And that's saying something. We've driven the Tesla Roadster. Now, forget all those hideous quadricycles that litter London. The Think City is a proper car. It was bankrolled by Ford. They ploughed £90 million into the project until one day they woke up from their electric dream and decided they needed a supercar in their lives instead. Inside, you can tell the Ford influence. This thing really is a proper car. It's got a proper interior. It's got proper suspension. The doors open and shut properly. And if you have a crash, you have half a chance of surviving it. So it's got 2 airbags. It's a proper car. This current version is powered by a 47 brake horsepower electric motor that helps it top out at a heady 65 miles an hour. Actually, if you think about it, that's not too bad for a city like London. Especially when you think this thing goes from standstill to 30 in about 6.5 seconds. It can easily keep up with the traffic. Better yet, for an electric car, this thing has a decent 100-mile range. At the moment, we're passing through Hoxton Square, which is the heart of Shoreditch, the coolest part of London. The looks this car's getting is just quite remarkable. It's the equivalent of turning up to the Colosseum in a red Ferrari. I'm getting bored of the attention. The depths of Ford's involvement is stunning. This is the only electric vehicle in the whole world that's been crash tested. This car even has ABS. That might not sound much nowadays, everything's got ABS. But that's a serious investment, and no other electric car out there has it. Since this thing's been hanging around since the early 90s, the city has perfectly evolved for, well, here, the city. That's why all the panels are unpainted and almost dent-proof. This stuff has been built and developed for the mean streets. One thing the city isn't is cheap. Think hope to sell this car next year for £15,000. But then you have to consider the savings. The city is congestion charge exempt, so you'll save up to £8 a day without doing anything. And some councils in London offer electric cars free parking. To cover 10,000 miles, think of calculated, it costs £125 in electricity. So there's some serious savings to be had. So the question is, are we convinced by the Think City? Well, actually, almost. Okay, the 10-hour charge is a massive hassle. But even with a 50-mile range, for London, that's a week's worth of driving. And on a hot summer's day, anything's better than taking a bus.